need to know about God. Okay, well, I'll get to that later. No, it's man puts themselves far too high on the hierarchy of how people come to the knowledge of God. It's not necessarily going to be through you or through your wife or any of those things, but you want to give the best input possible, and a child isn't always equipped to use logic and sift through everything that's coming their way. So just you want to do it in love and in balance, and I think it's a shame, partly because for you to have that experience with your child and to be in church and to have mom so disgusted with it is confusing. And it's probably very frustrating to a child. And I trust you to navigate this along with your wife, but it's going to be an interesting road.
Yeah.
But
she's not disgusted with me believing it. This is the kind of strange thing about it is she's happy for me that I believe, and this is just one of the great characteristics of her. She's happy for me that I'm happy that I can have this faith and that I truly believe it. She says it's just not for me, and I know what the reasons are. So when I talk about I want to expose our child to this and that, okay, that's fine. I would also, and she responds, I would also like to expose our child to what I think, and it's a logical, very normal conversation that we're having. So it's not like she's going to be, behind my back telling the kid, that's ridiculous what your dad believes. It's not like that at all.
And your wife's no dummy. Just from the descriptions that you give me, that's not a dumb person. And even the kind of wishy-washy, there's something spiritual out there, she is yearning, but she's sifting from what you tell me, she's sifting through pain, and you have to allow for that. And I can't say this strong enough, Andrew. Check yourself always when you interact with her, and you treat her fairly, and you treat her in love, and you check your emotions, so that she knows that when you go back in every instance and check and see if you're doing the godly thing, be right. Try not to be that hypocrite. Try not to be that person that's going to let her down. And really, it's going to help you grow, and it's going to help the family grow. And give her that good example. Don't just say there's better believers out there, there's better Christians out there. Be the better Christian and allow her to see it. You are listening to the
How many times
to answer the question, dial 800-520-1534.
if I had his money, I could do things my way.
You wouldn't trust a butcher to babysit your pet pig. You wouldn't trust a lumberjack to repair your antiques. Or a professional wrestler to be your massage therapist. So why would you trust anyone but AMCO to fix your car? For over 50 years, we've been the trusted experts in transmission repair. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free. Limited time offer. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See participating centers for full details. AA, MCO.
I want to speak to the dads who are being denied access to their kids, excluded from key parenting decisions, are contending with child support issues. In all of these cases, doing nothing is probably not a good strategy. The law has given you rights, but you have to assert them. If the challenge is the cost of an attorney, Cordell & Cordell offers a capped fee option. Give us a call.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's California area attorneys. 1455 Frazee Road, Suite 500, San Diego, California, 92108.
On the new true crime podcast Betrayal, a woman chronicles her fairy tale romance gone horribly wrong. When her seemingly perfect husband's secret life is uncovered, it destroys her marriage, shifts their community, and ultimately sends him to prison.
Going through some freaking mails, Snapchat, whatever I could get my hands on. It's just a punch in the gut every single time.
Listen to Betrayal on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Larry Yoga here. I want to talk to you about Tom in Texas, who wrote in about his experience with 100% drug-free relief factor. He's in his late 80s now, and he's one of those really active guys you sometimes hear about. Rides a bicycle, works as a flight instructor. Not all that long ago, he thought he might finally have to stop. Lower back and hip pains were after him all the time, it seemed. He heard about Relief Factor, but it took some convincing for him to try it. He was skeptical. Lots of people are before they've tried Relief Factor. Thank goodness he did, because Tom's pain is gone now. My friend and I take Relief Factor. Hundreds of thousands of others have tried it, and about 70% of them go on to order more. If you're looking for a way to get out of pain, please give Relief Factor a try and see what it can do. Your first step to becoming pain-free just might be to order the 3-week quick start for only $19.95. Go to relieffactor.com, that's relieffactor.com, or call 800-4RELIEF, 800-4RELIEF. Feel the difference.
Sponsored by Allstate. Saving money feels pretty good. Allstate. Better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Checking KFI traffic through the Costa Mesa area. Full closure is still in effect in the Costa Mesa area. 405 north from the 73 to Fairview. They have all lanes coned off until 10:30 a.m. Through Torrance, still of a wreck on the 405 northbound at Western Avenue. This has the off-ramp blocked. And through Willowbrook, look out for a crash on the 105 eastbound at Central Avenue. That's blocking the right lane. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jonathan White.
Every single Sunday, answering your questions and talking about the things that truly matter in life and the afterlife. I encourage you to be bold and brave. Go to the phone with your theology question or life situation question. Anywhere in the U.S. today, dial 800-520-1534. Layla, welcome to the Jesus Christ Show.
Hi, Jesus. Thank you for taking the call.
My pleasure. What's going on?
Well, I guess a lot's going on. I don't know where to start. I'll start with this. My husband committed suicide 3 years ago, tomorrow. I started going to work right away. That really helped me. And while I was working, I went on this atheist site just to hear their arguments. I like to know the other side of things. And I don't agree with them at all. But they said one thing that really stuck in my head, and I can't get it out. And it said, tell all the sons and kids out there that God's going to hear your prayers. Now, every time I wake up in the middle of the night and I try to pray, that goes through my head and it stops my prayer.
Of course.
Okay. Well, all this other stuff.
That's of the devil. You don't see that as a game to pull on your heartstrings. You know? And that's like saying that they're sitting here spending time building an atheistic website instead of helping the starving children. That's not hypocrisy?
That's true.
Of course it's true, but they don't say that. What they do is to try and get you to not go off your track. But all they're doing is concentrating on their own faith, which is atheism, and trying to perpetuate that. They're not curing or helping anything. You know that most outreaches for the children, that hospitals started, that schools started, all charity work, all started from a God-based belief system. This country founded on a God-based belief system. So really, to put that on you when Christianity is at the forefront of working with children all over the world, that missionaries are going to bring new ideas and understanding and food to different places, it's preposterous. And it's from the pit of hell. And if that's what's knocking your prayer life down, the moment that creeps in, you bind that in the name of Jesus Christ, and you continue to pray.
Okay, just you guys helped me so much. It was really tough 2 years. And I guess now I'm just overwhelmed with everything. And I know that, you know, when it all comes down to it, you can pray. And that's what I always did. And it always seemed to get me through. And I just, you're right, I just need to remember that God is helping those people. And one thing somebody says is God's like a flame. And if you put your candle into the flame, it's not going to take away from anybody else. You know, that flame will still be there for other people. And I guess I just need to remember that. I guess I'm overwhelmed with everything.
And of course you are, Layla.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to be overwhelmed with. But don't let them be steps. These things that are in front of you that look like hurdles, let them be steps upward and forward, and not be obstacles that keep you from what you are supposed to experience, part of your purpose. I'm so sorry to hear about the ugliness that has taken place in your life. But there's more to it than that, and you need to move on and experience those things. That's what I want for you. You are listening to the Jesus Christ Show. To ask your question, dial 800-520-1534.
Whether it's happening worldwide or in Southern California, the 24-hour KFI newsroom is on it.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
A church shooting and explosion. In Kalamazoo, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. A man has allegedly shot up a church in Nigeria. An explosion also happened at the St. Francis Catholic Church this morning as worshipers were attending Mass. Witnesses say several people have been killed, including kids. 3 people have been shot and killed in Philadelphia. 11 others were shot last night near South Street and 3rd Street, a well-known corridor filled with bars and restaurants.
You can imagine there were hundreds of individuals just enjoying South Street, as they do every single weekend when this shooting broke out.
Philadelphia Police Inspector D.F. Pace says 2 guns were found, including one with an extended magazine. Cops were patrolling the area when they heard the gunshots. Those officers saw several people shooting into the crowd. No one has been arrested. China has set up the construction crew for its new space station.
3 taikonauts, what China calls its astronauts, launched into orbit on a Chinese rocket to start a 6-month mission on board the single-piece Tiangong space station that was placed in orbit last year. 2 more lab modules are expected to be sent up in July and October, and the crew will connect those to the existing one, tripling the size of the station and allowing scientific and engineering experiments to take place. Unlike the ISS, the Tiangong station, which means Palace in the Sky, is not an international collaboration. It's run solely by the Chinese government. Brian Berman, KFI News.
At least 5 people have been stabbed in Canoga Park. The stabbing happened around 9:30 last night near Alabama and Passage Streets at a party when a person was arrested. Virtual money could soon become harder to find.
Lawmakers in New York have approved a milestone environmental measure designed to tap the brakes on the spread of cryptocurrency mining operations that burn fossil fuels. Both supporters and opponents say the legislation is the first of its kind in the U.S. The measure would establish a 2-year moratorium on new and renewed air permits for fossil fuel power plants used for what's called proof-of-work crypto mining. Environmentalists say the natural gas operations threaten the state's ability to meet climate goals. Supporters of cryptocurrency say if it becomes law, it'll choke economic development. Amy King, KFI News.
The 9th Summit of the Americas will be going on this week in downtown L.A. President Biden will push a new economic agenda with Latin America. The week-long summit gets underway tomorrow at the LA Convention Center. Biden is scheduled to arrive on Wednesday. And this month, Burger King in Australia is saying, have it your way if your way isn't straight.
It's Pride Month and Burger King Austria is in celebration mode. They've declared it's time to be proud with a special new Whopper out now. The fast food chain's website says the burger was created for equal love and equal rights, but not much is different when it comes to what's in the Whopper. It's all the regular ingredients customers have come to expect, but in honor of Pride Month, it's available with either 2 top sesame seed buns or 2 bottom buns. Mark Ronner, KFI News.
And get ready to roll down Santa Monica Boulevard from Crescent Heights Boulevard into the heart of the Rainbow District for the inaugural We Hope Pride Parade. The parade kicks off at noon today, all part of the festivities across the country celebrating Pride Month. And next Sunday, the annual LA Pride Parade will fill the streets of West Hollywood. Tropical storm Alex dumped heavy rain and flooding to parts of South Florida. It is now moving away from the Bahamas and toward Bermuda. Now taking you out to the 105 where there's a crash.
Willowbrook 105 eastbound at Central Avenue. That's a crash taking away the right lane. In Torrance on the 405 northbound at Western Avenue. That's a crash that has the off-ramp blocked with emergency crews on the scene. Monterey Park 710 south at the 10 freeway. That's a crash that's taken up the left shoulder in the center divider. In City Laverne 210 eastbound at Fruit Street. That's a crash that's been moved to the right shoulder by the CHP. Going out to Orange County and Costa Mesa 405 north from the 73 freeway to Fairview Road. That's got a full closure. All lanes are closed for some road construction until about 10:30 this morning. And then Newport Beach on the 73 southbound at Newport Coast. That's a stone vehicle taking away the right lane. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Zachary Tagan.
Hey, kiddo, ready to catch that movie?
Almost. Wallace, tone, Steve, math. Yep, all set.
Math? That's not required, is it?
No, but it's gonna be busy and crowded, so I'll feel better with it on.
Right? It is open at night. Let me grab mine.
Nice! You passed the right check, Dad!
Pro-Trump, pro-guns, and pro-life. Democrat Rob Bonta is fighting the IRA and supports abortion rights. If you care about Roe versus Wade, remember to vote early before the June 7th election for Attorney General. And paid for by Communities for Justice, supporting Rob Bonta for Attorney General 2022. Committee major funding from California Correctional Peace Officers Association. Not authorized by a candidate or committee controlled by a candidate.
Those who built their own financial success know that moving forward requires not just the right tools, but an in-depth knowledge of how to use them. That's why Element Financial Engines gives you a dedicated wealth planner supported by a team of experts. We know a modern wealth planning relationship demands human insight powered by advanced technology. Our advice is tailor-made for your personal goals, and our investment management approach is based on Nobel Prize-winning research. We model more than 38,000 securities, so we can better stress test your portfolio through thousands of scenarios. See what we can build for you. Call 888-899-4450 or visit EFDWealthPlanners.com to get your complimentary financial plans. Element Financial Engines. Built for those who built themselves. When you take the time to really get to know your body, you find that the root causes of its aches and pains are usually simple. The older we get, the more exercise we undertake, and the more injuries we sustain, the more inflammation our bodies suffer from. It's so simple. And my answer is which I discovered years ago and take every single day to great effect. It helps the body to fight off inflammation, and I've never found anything that works better in my life. I can't recommend it enough. 70% of the more than 500,000 people who have tried Relief Factor end up ordering more.
Step into the 2011 Acura RDX. The 2011 RDX delivers luxury and performance with a turbocharged engine and the available super handling all-wheel drive that enhances cornering and maneuverability.
Under the hood, you'll find a 4-cylinder engine with more than 200 horsepower, providing a smooth and predictable driving experience. Acura perfected each and every component on the exterior surface. An integrated spoiler at the rear contributes to a sporty look, enhancing the aggressive stance.
The interior of this vehicle is nothing short of spectacular, treating occupant comfort with paramount concern. Acura prioritized comfort and style by including rear-view camera, xenon high-intensity discharge headlights, Bluetooth enabled, and the power moonroof opens up the cabin to the natural environment. The RDX key remote automatically activates your personalized seating and mirror settings when you open the driver's door.
Acura ensures the safety and security of its passengers with equipment such as dual front impact airbags, head curtain airbags, and 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS. You'll see better when backing up thanks to Rear Park Assist, which watches out for obstacles behind your vehicle.
The 2011 Acura RDX. Distinctly rendered with the utmost precision, this vehicle is constructed with a discerning driver in mind.
Peter, welcome to the Jesus Christ Show. Hello. Hi there. How can I help you, Peter?
Peter, yes. Jesus, thank you. I'm very sick and I'm hard. I'm sleeping now that losing control. Not really with God in my life, nor church. I recently lost my life, my business, everything crumbled. I'm walking with special state of shock, filled with anger and rage, scared, mostly angry like a balloon ready to pop. And I've returned periodically to different churches and walked there. Felt so hypocritical, alone. And when it started to work while there, the minute I walked out the door, it was like seeing an analysis. I don't even know when I'm most desperate. I still feel like how dare you be here? And all the people around me are so into it and so just happy and joyful. I kind of moved from where I sat all the way to the back because I couldn't be near those people because I felt so hypocritical. I alienated myself in the back. I was quiet. I listened. I enjoyed it. I was hoping, but it nothing. So I go through every day kind of looking at the feelings, filled with anger, rage, loss. I don't have an outlet. No friends really. Raised two boys.